Hello everyone, and welcome back to another reading vlog. Yeah, reading vlog. Based on the videos you saw earlier, we did go to a museum, and also we went to a bookstore. We went to Waterstones. I almost walked out of there with 8 books in my hand, but thankfully my sensible partner decided to tell me off, which he did, and it was good. It was what was needed, and I walked out with 3 books, and one of them is a gift. I don't know who the actual the bookseller helping us, because we were trying to find a book for my partner's grandmother's 90th birthday. It's because she reads mostly historical fiction, and we don't want to give her anything graphic. It was hard to decide which one was best to buy. I really wanted to get the was it A Year Without Summer or something? I don't know who the author is, but it was basically kind of her thing. But we could not find it. There was no copy. But we ended up buying The Saleswoman's Gift. Sally Magnuson, right. 1627. In a notorious historical event, pirates raided the coast of Iceland and abducted 400 people into slavery in Algiers? Don't care. Among them, a pastor, his wife, and their children. In her acclaimed debut novel, Sally Magnuson imagines what history does not record, the experience of Asta, the pastor's wife, and she faces her loss with one thing left to her, the stories from home, and forges an ambiguous bond with the man who bought her. Uplifting, moving, and witty, The Saleswoman's Gift speaks across centuries and oceans about loss, love, resilience, and redemption. So I think she'll like that. Don't really read much of those. Maybe not. Hey, if she's finished with that, maybe I can borrow it. The books that I bought for myself. Just 2. Really behaving this month. The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. I know everybody who sees this are like, oh my god, I've read that already. There's a movie out. I can't believe you've not read that before. Oh, that's such a famous book, blah, blah, blah. Again, I do not watch horror. So this year, I'm trying to get into it. I know there's a movie out. Didn't watch it. I'm really interested in it. It's a short book. Look at that. Maybe about 199 pages. Wonderful. I can read this part of that week where I'm going on holiday. It's a relaxing time. Hopefully it's relaxing. And I have enough time to read short books. So I'll read this alongside Carrie. Arthur Kipps, a junior solicitor, is summoned to attend a funeral of Mrs. Alice Drablow, the sole inhabitant of Eel Marsh House. The house stands at the end of a causeway, weathered in fog and mystery, but it is not until he glimpses a wasted young woman, dressed all in black, at the funeral, that a creeping sense of unease begins to take hold, a feeling deepened by the reluctance of the locals to talk to the woman in black and her terrible purpose. Is it something like The Woman in White? Because I've read that. Well, still didn't finish it, but we've read that. Who knows? I will find out, and hopefully I can vlog that week, because it would be horrible if I read all those books and then not document. And the next one I got, which I'm kind of excited about, When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Just look at that. Let's admire the cover, the spine, and just the back. Oh, she's cute. Right. Actually, I've not really gotten a chance to look at the, because that's just the dust jacket. We'll see what the actual... She's pretty. Look at that. That's the actual cover. And the spine. There's nothing at the back. But let's look at... Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Now, am I the type of person who buys a book just because it's pretty? Yes. It's better for me to read it than to explain it, because I myself don't understand what this is all about, really. But I think there's assassins, and that's pretty much it. An assassin for the rebellion, Raves? We'll go for Raves. Raves' job is to complete orders and never get caught. When a rival bounty hunter shatters her world, Reeves finds herself captured by the Guild of Nobles, a group of powerful fae. Crushed by the loss of his great love, dragon rider Khan Vagar took the head of a king and donned his melted crown. Now on the tireless quest to quell the never-ebbing ache of his chest, a clue lures him into the capital's high-security prison, where he stumbles upon the imprisoned Reeve. Together, they seek truths that threaten to unravel everything they knew about their world and each other. I'm so excited to delve into these books that I've just got, but also I would like to share the books that I borrowed from the library, which is I finally got Five Little Pigs and Spinning Silver. Five Little Pigs is an Agatha Christie book, because I couldn't pronounce it on my last video, but it's about Poirot's, well, it's his story, because I think there's two detectives that Agatha Christie usually uses. So the other book that I borrowed from the library is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, and I'm really excited to read this because it's another retelling. It's a retelling of Rumpelstiltskin. I decided to read this one because I think the main character is the daughter of moneylenders, but these moneylenders, her parents kind of, if I remember this correctly, I'm probably wrong, I think her parents don't really, like, they lend money but they don't really expect people to pay it back, but she's like, nope, we're gonna get this sorted. And then that's why her success creates rumors that she can turn silver into gold, which attracts the fairy king of winter himself. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited to read that. And I think it's 474 pages. And I have until the 14th of August to finish this and return it to my library. And I'm really happy that they managed to get this because it was so difficult to find an ebook copy of this. I've tried Libby, I've tried so many other websites to find a copy. So is Five Little Pigs, actually. This was hard to find. But wonderful library has been very accommodating, and thank God I can finally read it. The reason why I'm trying not to buy as much books is because I'm trying to utilize the library more. Yes. We'll see how this video goes. Currently, give me 2 seconds, I'll grab my current read. Yeah, so I have been reading One Dark Window, which is part of my TBR. I'm very happy. I started this yesterday and I've managed to read up to 105 pages, and I have got to say, I am loving this book. I don't know why I waited so long to read it. I am loving it so far. And it's sad to say, this edition is the Fairy Loot edition, and I cannot get the second book, because I think there's a second book in Fairy Loot, because one, I've unsubscribed to Fairy Loot because I am broke, but also, does it really matter? Contents, don't judge a book by its cover, but if the cover is like that, I mean, you gotta admit, it is beautiful. Hopefully the second book's gonna be like that. I don't know. Let's research first. So the second book is Two Twisted Crowns. Yeah, so it was released 2023, and I don't know whether there is a cuter, almost like Fairy Loot-esque, or as pretty as the Fairy Loot edition of it. I might see if someone's selling it on Vinted, because sometimes I do see Fairy Loot books on Vinted. Let's see how I feel. I am currently 100 plus pages in, and it's giving me Once Upon a Broken Heart, but better. Like, it's more adult. I am so invested. So it's basically, we'll start with the story first. We have our main character. I am so bad at names, but I think her name is like, because the names here are like fantasy names with a lot of consonants rather than vowels, so it's hard to pronounce. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this really quick because I ran out of space, and also my battery's almost running out. But yeah, we have Elspeth, and our main character, she is kind of infected because the magic system in this world has like basically kind of a deck of cards. It's not tower cards, but it's a deck of cards. She accidentally touches one of the deck of cards, and she is infected and kind of possessed by this nightmare demon thing. And basically we follow her journey into the king's court and how to deal with this looming curse in her town. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can give you right now without being too spoilery, but it's what Once Upon a Broken Heart needed to be. Again, I still love the series up until book 2. Book 3 was... we're not going to talk about book 3. But it's so good. And I need to read more of it. So I am going to join this sprint because Gavin, one of my favorite booktubers, is currently doing Patreon sprints. And I'm going to join that. And, well, join by I mean like participate. I'm not joining him. But yeah, I am going to update you in a little while, but look at that cover. Hello everyone, it's the next day. So it is currently 9:37 in the morning on Friday. And today there's a lot of things to do. Pardon if I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday. I'm wearing this Death Note t-shirt, which is so cool and it's so cute. I am going to talk to you more about One Dark Window. I'm currently in page 160, so I only read 60 pages last night. I think this is now book 2 of it, because part 2, The Mist. And it's getting very, very intense, very, very cute. So there is some romance in it. Just to give you a bit of idea what type of romance you're going to get into when you're going to read this book. It's fake dating, but I get like how they set the premise on why they need to fake date. It's reasonable. It's, it's the most logical thing that they can do at that time. I don't really like fake dating. Even in the Bridgerton series, like The Duke and I is my least favorite. Well, I've watched the series, but I've not really read it. But fake dating isn't my thing. But this one's carrying it really nicely, because I thought that it's going to be enemies to lovers, which is my favorite type of romance trope. This one is pulling it off, fake dating, and I would say it's not cheesy. It's not overly done, and it's not like the focal point of the situation. Like, you only get the bit where like, because you get a couple of potential suitors, or not suitors, but like matches for our main character. And this one, it didn't get to the fake dating part until like more than 100 pages in, almost 150 pages in. And I would say it's nice having the romance not be a focal point, but it's still there, which is nice. I'm gonna continue reading this, but I have so many things to do. It's a mess here right now, but it is also the day before we go on holiday. So I have a lot of packing to do and a lot of ironing to do. A little bit of chores here and there and just dusting around. We have a friend coming over who's going to cat sit Billy for the week. And she's going to stay over for a week. So that's amazing. We have wonderful friends. But we're going to do that now. That's a lot of things that I'm going to have to do with my hands. So I won't be able to really read. I'm looking at audiobooks right now, and I have a choice between Hell Fellowed with Us by Andrew Joseph White. I think I remember watching Carrie Can Read talking about this, I think a year ago now. 16-year-old trans boy Benji is on the run from the cult that raised him, the fundamentalist sect that unleashed Armageddon and decimated the world's population. Desperately, he searches for a place where the cult can get their hands on him, or more importantly, on the bioweapon they infected him with. So it's quite, I think, dystopian future type of thing. Either that, or, is that pronounced Bryony? Bryony and Roses? Bryony and her sisters have come down in the world. Their merchant father died trying to reclaim his fortune and left them to take out a living in a village far from their home in the city. But when Bryony is caught in a snowstorm and takes refuge in an abandoned manor, she stumbles into a house full of dark enchantments. Is the beast that lives there her captor or fellow prisoner? Is the house her enemy or her ally? And why are roses blooming out of season in the courtyard? Armed only with gardening shears and her wits, Bryony must untangle the secrets of the house before she or the beast are swallowed by them. So is this like her Beauty and the Beast retelling then? It's 5 hours and 51 minutes, which is kind of perfect when cleaning, because I won't be cleaning the whole day. And I want a book that will finish as soon as I finish cleaning so that I can go back to the current book I'm reading. Because I'm not one of those people who is able to read like 3, 4, 5 books at the same time. I need to have focus on the book that I'm currently reading. So this is a good kind of in-between books while I can't access my book physically. So I might do that. I might read Bryony and Roses by T. Kingfisher while I clean. And I'll update you in a while. So I've just finished a lot of my chores, a lot of the tasks that I needed to do. I've packed my makeup, packed some clothes. I've just enjoyed a bit of embroidery while I finished audiobook. I did end up going for Briony and Roses. I gave it a 3 stars. Like, it wasn't that great, to be honest with you. Out of all the Disney princesses, Beauty and the Beast wasn't really my favorite, so this one didn't really sing to me. It was nice. It was a nice kind of twist and nice kind of way of mixing it up a little bit when it came to the plot of the story, the curse and all this, but I just felt like it was too bland. Not really keen on it. But anyway, that's done, that's finished. I gave it 3 stars. Wasn't the best, really, but I am so excited to go back to my One Dark Window. I am so excited. Finally have time to actually sit down and read. I'm at 160 pages, and I think I mentioned it earlier, but we are getting introduced to the actual love story here now, the romance. And I am so excited to continue. So I'll do that, but I'm gonna mention to you guys, so I'm gonna be away for a week, and my plan is to read at least 2 or 3 books, despite it being like a whole activity filled holiday. And that holiday I would be reading Stephen King's Carrie. It's basically about this girl named Carrie who got invited to prom by this guy named Tommy Ross. Basically, Carrie has superpowers. Well, not superpowers, but this like special ability, like telekinesis. All hell breaks loose. So I'm gonna read that. But I've also bought this yesterday. I think I've already showed you earlier. It's Woman in Black. So I'm gonna read this on the holiday. They're all fairly short books, which is good. So that means I can consume them really quickly. But also, I am very interested in listening to another T. Kingfisher book, and I think I'm gonna go for Shadowheart. I am going to read this, listen to it on the way. I think, is it a 2-hour drive? I think it's a 2-hour drive. Start listening to that heading there, and then sparingly throughout the week, if time allows me. I'm just gonna update you at the end of this video how if I ever finish One Dark Window. I will have to finish it tonight, because tomorrow is going to be a bit chaotic. I have to do some groceries, do some more packing, like last bits of like skincare and stuff. I have to upload all this video footage onto my laptop, pack everything for filming and stuff and editing for the holiday, and that's pretty much it. So this is going to be a short vlog basically, but I hope you enjoy it. I do have a lot of clips of trip to a library and the museum, so hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, I'll update you in a minute. Right, this might be the most unflattering angle with the most unflattering light because my lamp is just right there. It's like glaring. I am chapter 22. Oh no, 21 now. Page 231. So I've read about 31 pages since my last update. And I did promise that I'm gonna finish it, then give you an update. But I don't want this to end. I honestly don't want it to end. I want to keep going and just keep reading it and reading it. And I don't want it to end. So earlier, when I told you guys that I was going to bring a couple of books to the holiday, I might need to buy One Dark Window. I don't think it's going to arrive soon though. Like, I need to find a way to get it. But if not, that's fine. I'll go to my holiday, and once I come back, I will immediately find the second book, buy the second book, and freaking read the hell out of it. It's either that or I go for Kindle, but I want the physical book. I want to, just turning the pages in your books feels so nice, and they smell so nice, so I just want to do that. Right, I'm going to go back into the spoilers, but I'm going to count to 3 so that anyone who's watching wants to read a book, again, you know the drill. So 3, 2, 1. That was odd. Anyway, spoilers. Raven is hot, fair enough, but Elm, I have a soft spot for bad guys. I really do. And it's not like I'm saying that Elm is a bad guy, but I have this gut feeling that Elm is gonna betray everyone. Alright? So I have this feeling that once the cards are completed, once they find the Twin Elder card, that he's just gonna run away with them. He's gonna kill his father, kill his brother. Can I just have this dream wherein like he takes all the cards, kill everyone, and becomes the supreme ruler of Blunder, and then steals Elspeth from Raven, something like that. Like, I don't know why, but I want Elm to succeed. I want everything good for him, even though he's a rotten son of a bitch. I want him to succeed. I want him to. He is life. Anytime that I see Elm in the book, like, don't get me wrong, Raven's still a cutie, but every time I see Elm in the chapter, like if he walks past or he pops his head up, it's just my brain, something in my lizard brain just goes, like, I can't. Honestly, I can't. Help me. I need help. I do. Alright, I'm gonna continue, and then I'm gonna update you when I need you to know what my thoughts are. I'm slouching now. I feel like I'm a goblin. Sorry. But, right. Cool. I'll update you in a second. Guys, we're getting Elm's backstory now, but I can't keep reading because my cat's demanding so much attention. We're getting to my favorite character's backstory, why he's loyal not to his brother and his father, but to his cousin, and I can't continue because Mr. Billy here wants full attention. And you deserve all the attention, boy. Yes, you do. But I really want to continue reading. It's gonna be hard for me. I'm trying to bond as much as I can with my little boy. Because tomorrow I'm gonna be on holiday. I'm gonna be gone for a week. And though I know Billy's gonna be safe because we have a friend who's gonna cat sit for a whole week, and we're so grateful. But he's my boy. He's my boy. Look at that. Look at this handsome boy. I think he also knows that we're going because he sees the suitcase and he gets so pissed off when he sees the suitcases. But also he can be excited as well, because when we put our suitcases out, we usually put his kind of carry-on luggage as well, because he knows he's gonna visit the grandparents. But this time he's not, because we're not gonna go to the grandparents. We're gonna go to a cottage, and they don't allow cats. They allow dogs, but they don't allow cats. Please don't give me your bum. Right, so while I'm cuddling Billy here, let's talk about the other characters. So Ione, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but basically our main character, Elspeth's cousin, who has the maiden card. Yeah, the maiden Providence card. She is suspicious. I feel like she's a villain as well, but I don't like her. She's like the villain that you don't like because she is selfish. She kind of reminds me of the sister in Once Upon a Broken Heart, Evangeline's half-sister. She reminds me of that girl. She's self-centered, vengeful, and cold-hearted. It was weird because I feel like she put herself in that situation where she is now betrothed to the High Prince Hoth, but then she hates the dude. Like, you can really tell she hates the dude, but she's a smart girl as well, because I think she sussed Elspeth out because of her broken wrist and all that jazz. Yeah, we're gonna see how she ends up. I don't know whether she's gonna have a good ending or a bad ending, but because she's using the maiden card too much, because she's, you know, everybody's guilty of that, but she wants to look amazing all the time. She wants to look snatched. We don't know whether she's gonna die at the end. I think she's gonna die at the end. And I think Elm is gonna deserve all the love in the world. And he's gonna be king. And he's gonna be awesome. That's what he's gonna do. Yeah. Alright, I'll update you in a minute. I'll try to read. The thing is, I can't really hold the book above Billy because the book's quite heavy and I don't want to hit his head. So, I'm gonna try to find a way to lean my hand on something while I'm reading it. And then I will update you in a minute. Oh, this ankle's so unflattering, but you know what? He rules. He owns me. My Billy boy owns me. Alright, update you in a minute. Bye. Please don't film
How
me.
was the walk down?
It's horrible. It's not nails. Right, so this is a new setting, but I'm here at a cottage somewhere in the middle of Scotland. I didn't manage to finish it last night, but I have finished it this afternoon. No, it's already, well, 10 minutes to 9 p.m. But yeah, One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. It ended in a cliffhanger, right? I just have to get the second book. Now I have to get the second book to know what happens, because it is what I feel like Once Upon a Broken Heart is Once Upon a Broken Heart is really sweet and very fairy tale like, but this one's darker and the lore is so rich. For me, I think this is a 5-star. For me, it's a 5-star. If you're into a lot of like, it has a lot of card elements to it. It's not tarot cards, it's their own specific cards. The world building is magnificent. The settings, the characters, I love the characters so much. Like, there's just so many things. This is such a good surprise. And I am so happy I read this. Finally, it was in my bookshelf for like, what, almost 2 years now, and I'm so happy that I finally read it and I cannot wait. I might have to get the second book as soon as I get back to civilization, because currently we're in the middle of nowhere. Well, not really, but there's a village like 15 minutes away. It's a tiny village. I doubt they'll have the second book, but I'm so excited. 5 stars, and I am so glad I am ending this vlog with a 5-star. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're still watching, thank you so much. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to comment anything, even an emoji. It'll help a lot with the channel, with the algorithm. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!